Hi, how y'all doing? April the 15th, 2023. In Ontario, Canada here today. The skies were blue, bright blue today. And in the late afternoon, the clouds started rolling in. It's still patchy, cloudy with blue. It's a pretty blue, right? I had a robin come sit in my tree this morning, and then a chickadee. And those are the only two birds I've seen all day. I suppose it's before it got hot. It was like 28 here in Ontario, Canada today. I stayed in the house with my my air conditioner all day. So yeah, nice and cool. But it didn't seem too bad. I did open the door earlier, but stuck my head outside, right? The neighborhood's really quiet. Like usually there's a noisy neighbor sitting outside, right? There's one lady, she's every time she's outside, fake laugh big time, right? It's so annoying. I haven't heard her for a few days, right? Like other neighbors, they're all busybodies around here, right? Running back to each other's houses all day, gossiping or whatever the heck they do, right? I don't involve myself with them because they're not like-minded people, and they're all jabbed, right? Yeah. So, people are quiet. Not a lot of people walking down the street or driving or anything today. I wonder why, right? So, it's curious, I seen earlier today, the Schumann was at 83 yesterday. Can you believe it? I can. The energy was quite different, right? I had a good day yesterday. And today it's down to 8. But when I went back to check it again, the post disappeared, the 83 one. I thought, that's strange, right? They don't usually disappear, You can go back and check on them, so that was strange. We had some sun flares open up on the sun today, or yesterday, was it? So energy is being expelled. And I'm curious. Oh, that's what it was. Aliens. Other species, right? They are here in this realm with us. You can walk right past them and not even know it. You can live with one and not even know it. Because it's not the body, it's the consciousness, right? The entities, entity? Is that the right word? The beings, aliens, whatever you want to call them, other life sources, right? This is just an avatar, it's just a body, right? The spark is your consciousness, who you are inside, right? So they send their spark into the reincarnation mode, and when there's a baby born, they just go into it, right? Something like that, maybe? And it could be like, I gotta fix that. That's wrong. Scrap that. Okay? So, it's the consciousness, right? Like fairies, elves, gnomes, trolls, giants, all these beings we were taught that were mythical, that you see in all the movies and stuff like that, they were real. They are real, okay? But because of the density and the spell that was put on the earth, they don't reincarnate into their original bodies, they reincarnate into our bodies. Okay, so you could be living with a fairy. You could be living with a leprechaun. Do you know what I mean? This is why I think I've seen people shapeshift. Okay? Because it was probably his species. It was the inside, the spark in him. It was the alien or whoever he was before. Because they can't come back in their true form because of the vibration of the earth and all the controls and everything that were put on it by either the good guys or the bad guys. I'm not sure, right? But I can see it in people sometimes. Like, I can look at people and say, ooh, that guy looks like a troll, right? Or acts like a troll, or talks like a troll. Stuff like this. I wondered if you ever see that too. It's a different way to think about it, isn't it? And the other alien species, they do the same things, right? That's why the queen's eyes shape-shifted. Right? Reptilian. You can see it in several different people. Not just her. Right? So, I find that interesting. It makes sense to me because I've met up people that I could look at and say that this is what who like they act like a fairy or a gnome or whatever. You gotta go back and see how many mythical beings there are for one, right? So yeah, I think it's interesting. I really do. I can't get my mind off the eclipse on the 20th. Um, I think it's a great day for us to get high and manifest. I really do. Like, to change, if we can influence the consciousness of the sleepers, right? Then if we manifest the right things, we could wake them up because they're part of the consciousness, right? And we can influence it by smoking marijuana or doing magic mushrooms or peyote or whatever. But if you do heavy or psychedelics like that, you should really have somebody with you. Don't do them alone, okay? They'll help you. Having somebody with you is a lot easier than getting stuck high all by yourself and seeing stuff. It's always better when you can reflect stuff off somebody and say, do you see it too? Whatever, right? Do you know what I mean? It helps bring you back down a little bit so you don't trip out too bad. You know what I mean? So yeah, but I'm thinking we should manifest something for the good for this consciousness, right? Wake them up. When you do your meditation or you're thinking about it on the 20th when you're smoking your joint, think about how lovely it is that all the people, all the vaxxed have woken up. I realize that, there's ways that they could be healed and stuff like that. Tell them all about make them open their eyes and see all the satanic cult worshippers and stuff like that on TV and in music and all this, right? Make them alert to the colors of blue and yellow being used to hypnotize them by the the psychology of colors or color magic, right? Do you know what I mean? I think that's good. That's what I'm planning on doing on the 20th on the eclipse, right? I'll get high, smoke my pot, and think about thoughts like that. Why is everybody waking up? It's so nice that everybody's waking up to the truth, eh? The veil's been pulled from their eye. The sleep's been rubbed out of the crust out of the corner of their eye, stuff like that. I don't know. It's just a thought. That's what I'm gonna do. What do you think? If you care about mankind in our realm, I think it'd be a good idea. That the more the merrier, We have a bigger effect. We really do. I got no brakes on my truck. The repair people at the garage screwed it up, put a new line on, and didn't fix it right. So now it's dripping. So my son came over, looked at it for me last night and said, Mom, don't drive it. Right? The owner of the truck, I told him, and he phoned the garage and got mad at them, and because he paid good money, right? And they were supposed to, one of the guys was supposed to come last night after work and fix it, and nobody showed up. So I don't know if I'm going to make it to the dentist on Tuesday or not. If I don't have a truck, I don't have a ride, right? So, I'm not sure what to do about that. I got the strength up and the courage to go see the stupid dentist, and here we go. Maybe it's because I'm not supposed to go. Do you know what I mean? When things happen like that, it's angels getting in your way, saying, no, it's not meant for you, don't do it. And your car won't start and you want to go somewhere, it's because you're not supposed to go. Or you're supposed to be delayed because something would have happened to you. Do you know what I mean? That's the way it's always worked out for me. I told my sister about it, and she opened her eyes too, Because it's a thing. It is a thing. So I read the news today, but nothing I want to report on, not really. Right? Nothing too fantastical in it. So it's just the same old crap, complaining about the Nord Stream pipeline and the Ukraine, how they're ripping off all these other countries, right? And stuff like they can't find the money that they sent to them. Just this different stuff. So yeah. Quiet night. I haven't done anything all day today. Not at all. Maybe it's because the Schumann was only at 8. Not a lot of energy. I hope you're all doing well. I really do. My pain's good today. I don't have a lot of pain or nothing like that. Right? Just normal, average, everyday pain that I suffer. It's not extreme because I'm always in pain. It never goes away completely. It just has different levels on the dial from, like, let's say 2 to 10, right? So yeah, it's interesting though, the energy, right? I still feel the openness of space, like not any dark energy or anything. I had to kill a spider today too. I had a black one with a big bump in his ball in his body and the legs. You don't usually see them. Usually get this other creepy kind. I tell them all the time, don't come in my house, I have to murder you. You want to live? Stay outside, right? Or if you see me coming, hide, because if I see you, I'm going to have to kill you. It's just the way I am, right? I think maybe I was on another planet in a spider war, right? I must have killed many. I don't know. But this is my rules with all insects and arachnid. Right? They want to live? Don't let me see you. Stay out of my house, my dwelling. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, sure would be nice to have somebody else around to do stuff like that for me, though. I used to have a friend. He would just pick anything up in his hand and walk it outside and put it outside. Right? It was so brave, you know what I mean? Like, just a little thing like that. It was less like, wow, you're so brave. But yeah. Not me. I'm not picking them up. I'm just going to squish them and wash the spot after, kind of thing. That's how I deal with it. Everybody has a different way. Everybody is different. Not everything works for everybody. That's why one teacher cannot teach all the children, because every child learns differently too. Right? We are one, but we all have different personalities and different ways to learn and stuff like that. So yeah, my oldest son's girlfriend stopped by for a visit this morning. Or around lunchtime, I was having my lunch. She sat and chatted for an hour. It was alright. It was a nice little visit, right? But she's the only person I've talked to all day. So yeah, quiet day. And I'm okay with it. But it sure would be nice if somebody asked me out on a date soon. I'm getting tired of not doing nothing, having nobody else to talk to, especially a handsome man. You know? For sure. Alright. I love you all to consciousness. Enjoy this night or day. Okay? Bye.